Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to Morning Inspiration with Friends with our host, Miss Inspiration. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe as you sit back and listen.
Good morning. Say good morning, Jellybean. Say good morning. How's everyone feeling? How you feeling, Jellybean? How has life been? 5 months together. And that's what today's conversation is going to be about. Me and Jellybean. Let me get down. I gotta put something on. Come here. Want to come back up? I know you do. Gotta cut his nails. Good morning, y'all. It's your girl Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration, with another episode of Morning Inspiration, my friends. And I got my best friend here with me today, Sir Jellybean. Say hello, hello, hello. Guys, can you believe it's been 5 months since I officially adopted this little boy here? 5 months. And all I can say is I am learning. I'm still learning about that thing called patience because, ooh, some days, let me tell y'all what Jellybean did to me Saturday. Saturday was going out with my friends. So what I like to do is I go out around the time to feed him. I'll feed him. Like I'll try to be like, hey, can we meet up at 5:15, 5:30, instead of 4 o'clock. So I fed him, put him outside, let him do his due. I'm like, all right, Jellybean, I'm about to leave. He noticed, like he knows now when I have on regular clothes and I put on them shoes, like he must know the difference between the house outfits and the going outside outfits. Because this little boy will not come inside. Like Saturday, I was late. And I'm never late. I'm like the girl who's always on time. I'm early. No, no. And it just made me think about my mother when my niece was a little girl when she was in elementary school. My niece had my mom was taking her to school and she wanted to wear two different shoes this particular day. Two different shoes. Now, my mom is old school. Back in the days, you was not outside embarrassing her. That's how she looked at it. And I'm like, she let this little girl go to school with two different shoes. She was like, it's just easier to not fight. You got to pick your battles. And that made me think about her. And when she said that, and I was like, you know what? The yard is fenced in. I let him stay outside. I was not gonna aggravate. I wasn't going for hours. I was going for like we went to eat, and it was right near my house, so maybe an hour and a half tops. He sits outside in an hour and a half when I'm working. So I came back. He was safe. He was good. But Lord, was he stubborn? Like he was so stubborn, and I've never encountered that. I've never experienced that with an animal. Like, cats are different. Cats, they always inside. But it's like you have two people, they have dogs that are inside dogs or dogs that are always outside. I don't want him to just only be outside. I do allow him to sit outside quite a bit. Like right now he's normally outside during this time. But I told him he was a part of today's live, so he had to be here. So he just sitting over here chilling, being a good boy. He likes sitting on my thigh. He must think my thigh is like a nice cushion. I can't wait to lose the weight, so my thighs won't be big enough for him to lay on anymore. But, just understanding like love, someone who, like, I think I'm learning that, love is not, sorry. I just got a whiff of something, and I didn't know what that whiff was, and I didn't want to have to whip him out of this room real quick off the camera. But yeah, so he, just understanding like you don't have to be up under each other all day, every day in order to show love. There's days that Jellybean, I think he's picking up on my personality. Like he likes a little bit of distance. Um, like when he first moved in, he wanted to sleep in the bed with me all the time. Now there's times he'll just come, jump on the bed, play around, and then he'll just get off the bed and go in the living room. Like I just got him a new sofa cover well, I got it for myself to cover my sofa because now it has a whole bunch of dog hair. And I was like, let me get a cover. So now he has the cover. So that's like an extra layer of warmth for him because we're about to go into the cold season. Um, and he will just go and just like sleep by himself. And even if I get up in the middle of the night, like he's not running to me. Like before, if he heard me get up, he was anxious, right? So even if he wasn't sleeping with me, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to the bathroom, going to get something to drink, going outside just to have a breathe, because sometimes you just need a breather. And he would not, like, he would stay asleep. Like, all right, girl. When I went to the supermarket Saturday, I went at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, 1:30 in the morning. And I was expecting him once he heard my shoes that he would have jumped up. He didn't jump up. Even when I came, hey Paula, happy Tuesday. Even when I came back like 2 something in the morning. It took him a long time to like, run to the kitchen where I'm at. And oh, good morning. Good morning. Love you love you so much as well. And we have our buddy today. We have Jellybean here. But he's just chilling over here. He's just chilling on my thigh. We just talking about him and the love he's been bringing to my life in the last 5 months. All right. Known him for 2 years, almost 2 years, but I've had him for 5 months. And the other thing that I'm thinking, I think Jellybean is realizing this is home. So in the beginning, Jellybean was, I think about when he was living next door. So Jellybean, Brown girl, I'm not sure if we ever met, but Jellybean was my neighbor's dog. Um, and when he was over there, he was like digging out from the yard, like underneath the fence. He was always trying to get out. And I thought the same thing was gonna happen. You guys say good morning. You gotta say good morning. You got some fans today. They came to see you. Um, and I thought he was gonna start like digging out. Now when he first got here, he did. Like every morning I would have to like if I heard him and he was at the fence for too long, I had to go over there and he was over there digging. And now he's not digging, he's not trying to run away. I think he really understands like this is home. And when we go places, going out the front door, he doesn't try to mad dash out the door. I think he just understands like, and I think this is all he ever wanted. Chihuahuas, from what I've read, they're lap dogs. They're very affectionate. And he didn't have that in the first year or so of his life. It wasn't until the lady that found him the beginning of this year, before I found him from her, that he got that affection, that he got that care. And so I'm just so amazed at him. I'm so amazed at just his growth and his progress because we had some tough few months in the beginning. Like every day I was afraid to let him outside in the yard because I'm just like, he's going to try to get out of here. He's going to just try to get back on the street. And I think about his sister. She was the dog that lived down the block. The day I brought Jellybean home, it was a Tuesday. And we took a walk. He saw his sister. They were afraid of each other because it was like they were apart for like 4.5 months. But he remembered her. And the next day, the owners, they got rid of him. I mean, they got rid of her. And I'm sad because although I know I probably can't manage 2 dogs, but I truly would have taken her in because that was his sister. And like when he was outside on the street, he was always bullying her. See, yeah, you was bullying your sister. You were bullying. You can't be a bully, babe. You can't. It's not a good look, right? Oh, he does. I know he loves me. I know my Jelly Belly loves his mommy. Right, Jelly Belly? I saw a meme the other day and they said dogs have a name and then they have 8 other names that is not their name. And I laugh because he's JB, Jelly Belly, Cartel. My friends call him Cartel. They said he used to be a part of the cartel when he was out on the streets, right? But now he is just mommy's baby. He'll just be pooping everywhere. I don't know why. We gotta work on this. He about to go right back to training. He's gonna get some more training done, right? You ready to go? Okay. He said he had enough. He had enough, right? But I just wanted to just give a quick update. Life with Jellybean. It's been 5 months, and this is a true growing pains. It's my family. They have been here, and they were so happy to see him because everyone knows the story of Jellybean. If you've been following me on Facebook, especially, you know the trials, the tribulations of Jellybean, of him just being the neighborhood dog, going out there and coming to my house when it's raining, when it's cold. I was always feeding him. And can y'all believe the food that I was feeding him when he was on the street? He didn't want that food. Like, he got bougie. He was like, wait, I got a mommy now and I got real food. That's like his little plate. He used that as his own little snacks. The dry food that I used to feed him. So it's like so fun to just understand his personality. And like I said, he's carrying a lot of me, and that's very interesting. He's jealous. So I do have a boyfriend, and oh my god, like when he's here, Jelly Bean is like, oh no, I want to be in between. I want to be all in your face. I have to sleep next to you. Like, he gets so jealous. And I'm like, again, I'm not used to that because I've only had a cat. And my cat did not care. He wanted to sniff you, check you out for a minute, and then after that, he went about his business. Not Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean is in the mix. He wants to know what's going on. Who are you? Why are you near my mommy? Right? Yes. So he hasn't. It's the other day. This was my fault because I had the day on Saturday. I had given him this food, and then he went outside, and that's when he stayed outside. But it wasn't a full meal, so I think I fed him too late. And then he was like, "Oh, this is not our normal feeding time. It's not my normal pooping time, and I have to. That's why I want to get him trained again to like ring a bell or something when he wants to go outside." And then this morning he ate, and literally right after he ate, he just pooped, and I'm just like, Jelly Bean, like, how did we just poop so quick? Like, you just ate your food. So he's only done it, Paula, one time. Then I felt like it was oh, he's here, I'm a poop. One time, Paula. And even my boyfriend said that he was like, oh, he is mad because I'm here today. And he just pooped. He didn't poop on his stuff. He didn't poop. He didn't touch anything of his, but it was just like a nice little load. And I was like, boy, I'm a pop you, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I know that they're very territorial. I know that they're very stubborn and clingy. And he is that. And then some days he doesn't care. Like he be like today he might sit in the office with me, and then tomorrow he'll be in the living room the whole morning. He won't even come in the office with me. So they have such huge personalities, and I just love that. I just never thought that. Right. He thinks he's the man of the house. He definitely does, brown girl. He thinks he's the man. He's not the man, okay? They're gonna have to share, have to coexist together, okay? Shoot, think I'm gonna be out here fighting with both of them. No, y'all gotta come, you gotta learn how to coexist. So that's why I just say, like, I'm not a dog person. I talked about getting a dog for years, never happened, and I never really pursued it. I allowed every reason, the building that I have my apartment in Brooklyn, they started this non-refundable pet fee. My cat died the day after literally the day after they told me about this pet fee, and I made them feel bad. I was like, "Y'all killed my cat. My cat heard the stress of me having to now pay a pet fee, and he's been here all these years, and he just offed himself." I know that he didn't off himself, but it was just the ironic of y'all told me about this one day, and literally the next day my cat was gone. He died. So I used that as an excuse not to get a dog because I'm like, I'm not paying no pet fee. And then when I moved here, I just wanted to get acclimated to Oklahoma, to Tulsa. And next thing you know, he found me. Like I said, he lived next door. He would escape. He would come. He's on the block. He's at everybody's house. But he liked to spend a lot of time with me. So he would sit on my porch. He would lay down. He would chill, cop a little squat, get something to eat, some water. And then he would go and play and then come back. And he did that for a year and a half. And the few times that I did contemplate taking Jellybean in, he was just like, he would get very aggressive. He wants, like, when he wants to leave, he wanted to leave. And I was not going to fight with him. But when he came back, when he came 5 months ago, I really thought that was going to be the problem. And it was a little adjustment because once he realized where he was at, like, oh, wait, I'm back home. I'm back on my block. That's when that first month, he was trying to dig out from the fence. Every time the front door opened, he's trying to make a mad dash. Like, he was really, like, wanted to get back on the streets because he knew where he was. Like, this is his territory. And now I could open up that door and Jellybean, the only thing he want to know is, who am I talking to? Like, he'll run to the window and be looking like, who's she talking to about me, or who's she speaking to? And so he does that, but he's not trying to make a mad dash. So I'm happy about that. That makes me feel good because at first I was like, you know what? If he just want to be on the street, I'm gonna just let him be on the street. And I don't want him to be on the street. He's too small. He's too little. You know, he thinks he's a pit bull. He thinks he weighs 45 pounds. He weighs 12, 13 pounds. Like, he's a little guy. And his barks, he swears his barks are scaring people. They're not. But they're so hilarious because I have a new neighbor, not his old family, the other house, and the lady would come outside, you know, to let her cat out, and Jellybean would just start barking at her. And I'm like, nobody want to hear all that. Like, stop making all this noise. Like, you're the smallest thing out here making the most noise. So he is so cute. He is so funny. But yeah, we're going to get him some more training. He needs to stay, like, I got to get him focused. We got to at least get the communication of going outside. Even though I know a lot of that's going to probably be, I just want to go outside. Right. And that's fine. I don't mind him being in the backyard. I know he's used to being outside. So I do give him a lot of outside time. And then some days he's ready to come in. He's like scratching at the door, like, girl, let me in. So that's what makes me feel good when I know he's scratching at the door and it's like, can you let me into my house? That's where I'm like, he's understanding this is home. So that's when I'm just like, oh, I get a little soft. Well, my baby wants to be here. Even though, you know, some days we don't see eye to eye every day. Right, Jelly Belly? Right. So thank you for spending time with me this morning and hearing about my 5-month update with my baby Jellybean, and for being great supporters out there. I thank you. Like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber, and hit that like button so we can get it pushed out and let people let people know that we're here. We're here every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. ish. So today we started at 7:30. Oh, let me tell you what happened this morning. This morning, I could not find my glasses. They fell, and I could not find. That's why I was late. I was up early. I just was spending time. I could not see, So it's like, even though the floor, and I have like stuff under. Yeah. Paula said, hang a bell inside and show him that when he hits it, you open the door. Okay, Paula. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that, Paula. I'm gonna report back. I'm going to go to Five Below. I haven't been to Five Below in a while, but I'm gonna go to Five Below, and I think they have those bells. I'll report back, Paula. Thank you for that. Thank you for that note. If y'all have any other tips for helping me and Jellybean, we're still learning. We're still adjusting. I'm a brand new doggy mom. I was not raised with animals, so I don't know these things, and so I welcome all recommendations that are not hundreds and thousands of dollars. Okay. But yeah, So I'm here every Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. ish. So that's why if you hit the notification bell, you will at least get notified. Always at least plan. Like I will, even if it's 30 minutes before, you will know like, oh, she's going to live at 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock. And I'm in Central, so I'm in Oklahoma. So just make sure you find your time zones. But yeah, we talk about everything over here: lifestyle, love, self-love, relationships with God. Just a whole bunch of things. It's a little bit, it's just a lot of inspiration. So hopefully this has just keep on loving, keep having patience, and understanding that if you do have a pet, your pet is a part of your family and they're helping you to grow as well. Jellybean has definitely been helping me to grow and love, right? He's been helping me with that. Love, affection. I got Jellybean 5 months ago. I met my boyfriend 4 months ago. And literally, I'm thankful that I had Jellybean for that first month because I'm not used to affection. I'm not used to someone being in my space and being next to me. And so now, because I have this experience with him, it makes it easier when you're dealing with humans. And I know that may sound weird for a lot of people, but I just never been an affectionate person. So it is a new feeling for me altogether. So both of them together are helping me a lot and just being comfortable with sharing my affection and receiving affection because I did struggle with that for a long time. So this is a part of my healing. Jelly Bean is a part of my healing for sure. So I am thankful for Tulsa Remote for bringing me to Tulsa and for myself for opening up my doors to the pup that refused to go away. And I thank God for giving me the wisdom to find him when he went missing, right? So I thank you guys. Have an amazing day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're going to have another great message. And again, thank you. Leave your tips below. Share this message. And have a great one. Be well and be blessed. Bye.